Number 10. We're getting there. Not tracking everything. Again, you might want to debate me on this, but the secrets to writing good copy and creating good offers is not about creativity, it's about testing. I can't tell you how many times I've created, I wrote something, an article or an email, and then, the perfect example is, before I put this seminar together, I sent out an email to lots of people, and I gave like 6 different topics, and I said, which topic seminar would you be most likely to attend? And the answer that I got back, the topic that won, was not the one that I thought would win. So my crystal ball was broken. It's no matter how creative or how much time I spend, how creative I think I am, or how much time I spend working on a piece of copy and a piece of text that I'm going to send out, I never know if it's going to work or not. So my suggestion would be you try something and you test it. So some of the tools, we're not just talking about tracking what emails work and stuff like that. What's working on your website? If you set up Google Analytics, which you absolutely should, it's free and it's easy to do. You can see when somebody visits your site, you can see where they went. So they came in using the word slide out shelves. They were on the home page for 2 seconds and then they left. So that could tell us something. Or they went to another page and they stayed there for 30 seconds and then they left. We can construct or deconstruct their visit and try to figure out where the weak spots are. Especially if you're doing a specific campaign. If you do a direct mailing and you send them to a specific website, then you can see how that campaign worked. So I would there's a lot to get into with this, but my suggestion, my takeaway for this would be just start tracking everything. Make sure you have Google Analytics set up. When you do a mailing, an email, you can do an A/B test. My favorite program for email campaigns, sending out mass emails, is MailChimp. But there's lots of them, Aweber, Constant Contact.
MailChimp?
MailChimp is my favorite, just because you can take an existing database and import it. A lot of companies won't let you do that. But in that, when you send an email out, like when I typically send a newsletter email out, I'll do subject A and subject B. It'll send 30 emails to both, and then whichever one gets the best open rate is the winner. So it does a quick test for me, and then it sends the rest of the emails out using the best subject.
Say that again, how you do it? In that
It's called A/B testing.
A/B testing? Do all the sites have that? I never looked at that.
Lots of them do.
Yeah, okay.
Does Google Analytics give you the email that your search came from?
Sometimes. Depends how you set it up. It all comes down to what link you use in the email. Yeah, a lot of times Google Analytics will tell you where whoever's visiting your website, it'll tell you did they come through from a video, did they come from a Google search, did they come from a paid ad? It'll tell you where the traffic came from.
But it won't give you the actual email
Probably not.
or
What do you think of paid ads?
My stance on paid ads,
Social media,
Facebook ads are pretty good, especially if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to target a specific demographic, Facebook's really good. Like if you know that women from age 40 to 50 who like sewing are the people that you need to target, then you can do that in Facebook. But in general, paid ads, I'm not in favor of those as much as I am, with organic search. Most people realize the ads on the side of Google and at the very top, are paid ads, and a lot of people know that they are, and they know that their people are just trying to sell something. So I think most people stick with the middle stuff, which is the organic. So to sum up number 10, I would suggest, if you've never tracked anything, and I'm not just talking about the website, just in general, tracking your marketing and sales activities, start a spreadsheet. Start a spreadsheet and put it on your desktop and just call it marketing campaigns or something. Just take one small step to get yourself to start writing down what you're doing. Things like, even like how many appointments did I get? How many of those closed? How many of those, that kind of information. Get into the mentality of tracking what you're doing.